I'm the ghost with the most, babe. Go ahead, make my millennium. Let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose. Beetlejuice. 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 So here we go. We are starting with these stripes on the neck. This is an inspired look, so it's not really taken from anybody's videos as such. The stripes on the neck I actually got from watching a number of tutorials on the American Horror Story Freak Show, because some people did like the red and white stripes of the circus tent on their neck, and I just thought that that would be quite cool to do with this look, since Beetlejuice wears black and white stripes. And the reason I did this is because the new film is coming out, and that kind of made me like look back at the old film, because I love Beetlejuice. It's one of my favourite films and I love Michael Keaton. So I kind of revisited it and watched it, and I haven't done that in such a long time, and it got me very inspired. And I just thought, well, Beetlejuice is a horror character. I didn't want to do Beetlejuice as such. I just thought I would take the inspiration of Beetlejuice and the colours, and I would take it and do a makeup look with it. And I actually like how it turned out, because I don't know, I've not done anything like this before, so it was quite exciting really to do something a little bit different. Basically I just drew the lines of the stripes onto my skin. We're using a brush, and then I used a Sigma SFX brush to paint in the stripes on the neck, and I smudged out the edges because I wanted it to have a very dirty sort of look about it. If you've seen Beetlejuice, you know he is a dirty looking little man, so I didn't want this to have like very super clean edges. I needed it to look kind of dirty and grungy. So I just kind of filled that stripe in, and then I just took that back over on the neck, just so that you couldn't see anything behind that point. And I filled in the black stripes first. I just thought it would be easier to do that. Looking at it in the mirror and paint yourself that way, it's not as easy as you would think. It's easy enough to tidy this up if you do kind of make any mistakes though, so that's really good. And this brush is actually really excellent for painting in. I can get like really quite precisely to lines, so yeah. I was actually quite pleased with it. Just kind of as I was going, I just thought I quite liked the shape that I'd also made like on the chest area, so I kind of made it almost like a cobweb. And then and I didn't say I'm using Snazaroo face paint, so I used black first, and then I filled in the other stripes with the Snazaroo face paint in white. There they are, all filled in. For some reason the camera had cut out, and you did miss me just kind of drawing that spider on there. I don't know why I did it really, I just was kind of feeling like almost spider-like or beetle-like. I just wanted to have some kind of an insect on there. And then I just kind of lengthened out the ends of those kind of points. It's almost like an umbrella a little bit now. But yeah, that's basically what the neck looks like. And then I just took some of the white and smudged along the edges of those colours. Again, like I said, I just wanted this to have quite a grungy finish along the neckline. Next I'm putting concealer on my brows. I'd actually put Pritt Stick on my brows before the video just to flatten those down, because I knew I wanted to do something with them, but I wasn't entirely sure what. I could have just left them and filled them in as it happens, but my first thought was kind of to do something, and I just wasn't sure, so I just thought if I put that on, it'll be dry by the time I come to it, and then at least it would be done. Next I went on to do the mouth. Super nervous about this. I've seen loads of people do this kind of big mouth thing where you kind of make the mouth look like super huge. A lot of people do it for the Joker. It's been done in numerous tutorials, so this is not a copy of anybody's. This is just something I've wanted to do for a while, and my nerves have always held me back because I've always thought, oh, it'll be rubbish if I try it. But I just thought, you know what, let's just try it and see how it goes. So I took a pink eyeliner pencil and drawing the shape of the mouth, the size I wanted it, and then using this bent liner brush from the SFX Sigma kit, I just drew on some large teeth. Of course you do want your teeth to be large because you've made your mouth proportionately a lot larger than it is, so you need your teeth to then similarly be large as well, because if you did lots of little teeth, it would be okay, but the big teeth do look a lot more effective. And I'm filling in those teeth on my bottom lip and just a little bit below that. I wanted to have room for the top teeth to also go in, so I didn't want to do them completely on the lip and go too high. So as you can see here, I've gone in and done the top row of teeth, and I'm just using a brush and some red face paint to fill in the inside portion of that. If I did this look again, I'd probably go for more of a pinker colour and put some kind of markation down the centre as if it was the tongue. But I was happy with how it turned out. So next I decided I needed to fill in the lips. I didn't want to go for a strong bright red colour here. I actually wanted to keep the lips fairly natural, so I just kind of went for this red eyeshadow and just gently filled that in, brought it up to the teeth, and then took some of that colour between the teeth as well, just to kind of signify sort of the gum area. And then I just took a brown shadow, just added a little bit of darkness with another one of the Sigma SFX brushes. It's kind of like a domed shadow brush almost, this one. I just wanted to add some depth to the corners of the mouth, just where you naturally have like a little bit of an indentation. Next I just added again a little bit more darkness in between those teeth. And that was pretty much it. That was the mouth. If I did it again, I'd probably do a little bit more detail, a bit of shading underneath the lip, and maybe a bit of a stronger line around the outside. But overall, I was actually really pleased with how it turned out. I didn't think I'd get quite such a good result, and I thought it looked pretty good. Next I took a brown shadow and just added a little V shape at the corner of the lip, just to add that little bit of shading. Kind of, he's got a very deep corners of his mouth when he's like grinning broadly like that. So I thought that that was actually quite good. I was quite impressed with myself. Moving on from there, I just put a little bit of that brown shadow on the temples as well, just to kind of bring in a little bit of shading. And then I went on to use a Morphe eyeshadow palette, and I used the two colour greens from that palette to do the brows. I wanted to bring the green in somewhere, and I just thought the brows was a pretty good place to do it because I pretty much had it set in my mind that I wanted to do purple on the lids. So yeah, just did some green and just took a lighter green and kind of angled it upwards into lines to almost make it look the brows were like kind of fluffy almost. So I'm just finishing off that brow there. I didn't go like wider than my brows, I didn't make huge brows. I didn't want the brows to be the huge focus of the face. I know that the mouth kind of already is, so I didn't want to be kind of like huge brows, huge mouth and all that kind of going on. I just thought that green brows and on their own with just a little bit of detail would be enough. Moving on from there, also from this Morphe colour, I used a purple eyeshadow. It's a really nice bright purple. I associate purple, green, black and white with Beetlejuice, so those were definitely my colour palette. And I love to use purple on the lids anyway, so I just thought that this colour would be so amazing. I just took it up into the crease and just made sure that the colour was opaque right across the lid. So that's both of the eyes complete. Then I line my waterline with a black eyeliner pencil, and I also did some along the lash line on the top. Just because it's habit really, I always do that and I just like how it looks. Then taking a black cream gel liner, I wanted to go around the outside of that shadow, just because I wanted to kind of have something different. I didn't want to just have kind of ordinary made up eyes. So I decided to draw around the outside of the shadow with that black gel liner. It's actually the one from the Freedom kit that I showed. And yeah, I just kind of took it to the beginning of the brow all the way along to the corner of the eye, then curved it round, and then I added a few little spikes on the edge there. I thought that looked really effective. Am I creeping you out yet? Okay, so the next thing was just kind of add a bit more of that purple shadow in, fill up to those lines and get that looking nice and neat. And then I drew another black line underneath the original line that's just above my crease, and then inside there I put white eyeliner and just did some little stripes. Because again, I just did not want this look to be like just ordinary eye makeup. I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I kind of like incorporating those stripes again, which I think is definitely something that I really associate with Beetlejuice. So I wanted to do those up on the top of the eye look there. I thought it would like bring a lot of drama to that simple purple, and they almost look like teeth. Next I took that white eyeliner and put a little bit on the lips as well, just to make it look like they had like a little bit of shine on them. So the lips are a little bit moist, and that's just a little bit of like sort of the light catching on them. Then taking the white eyeliner, I just drew a little line in between each of those black lines on the outer corner of the eye. Again, that was the black and white stripe thing, and I just thought that would look good to kind of finish off around the eyes. And that is basically the look. And I wrote Showtime, which again, sorry, the camera cut out at that point and I missed that, but I just wrote Showtime on the chest as well, because he does say that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Really hope you're enjoying 13 Days of Horror. And until then, keep on screaming. Bye. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.